Hi everyone, it's Dominique Fragale here, and you're listening to Chris Gordon at hellblazer.biz.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, listeners, wherever you are in the world right now. This is Hellblazer.biz with your host, as always, Chris Gordon. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate all your support, as always. Today I bring to you an actress who's recently been filming Knights of the Damned and is about to film a new sci-fi film, Universe of Gods, based on the best-selling book by a German author. So without further ado, I bring to you the wonderfully talented Domenique Fragale. Good morning, Dominique.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I know it's very
Good.
strange starting a conversation after we just spoke for 20 minutes, but
We did speak for 20 minutes. I know. I thought, no, we're going to get straight into it. No, had a
no,
lovely
no, no.
chat.
I'm a rambler, yeah. So
No, that's fine. I'm a rambler when I get going as well, so we're going to get on fine.
excellent. Okay, as you know, we've got some questions just to sort of get to know you a bit more and
Hmm.
let the audience out there and the fans get to know who you are
Yeah, great.
and know about you. So we shall kick this right off,
Great.
so I can let you get back to your day.
Well, I think it's a little bit gloomy outside now, so I'm not really sure what I'll be doing now.
I know, I was actually looking this morning myself. It's been sunny all week, and yeah, it's grey skies now.
It has. I know.
Just in time for the weekend.
I know. I was like, oh, because obviously I live in LA sometimes as well, and I looked out and I was like, oh well, I love London. Like London is always my home, but
hmm
I do miss that LA weather. I really do miss it. I'm not gonna lie. So
Yeah. Oh, I can well imagine.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Looking
yeah,
out. I mean, I live near the beach, but literally about 2-3 minute walk from the beach. But yeah, it's not the same as like Malibu Beach.
yeah. There's a little bit of a difference. Yeah,
Just a tad. Yeah. Real
just
beach, you,
chat. Yeah,
you you come out glowing if you go in the sea here. It's radioactive.
you do. Because you're like so cold. Probably
Yeah,
that's why.
yeah.
So yeah.
Or 3 arms and 5 legs and. Excellent, cool. So, kind of, what made you decide to get into acting in the first place, then?
Okay, so I think my parents would always tell you that I love to entertain from a really young age,
hmm
but I was never that child who was the center of attention. I hated the attention when it wasn't a camera on me, for example, I think
Yeah.
my parents I was the firstborn, so I think my parents loved to record everything that I ever did. And they have this picture. I mean, it's not a picture. It was a piece of paper with a splash of green paint on. I did
Mm.
when I was like 2, and they've still got it on their fridge. And my mum and dad are like, "Oh, what's your first painting?" I'm like, "No, I probably knocked over the paint by accident. That's
Yeah.
probably what happened." But they love to record everything, and I used to love to dance in front of the camera and sing. I don't know if I was any good, but I did it anyway. And then I took ballet lessons up until about 17 or so.
hmm
And yeah, I just always loved to entertain and tell stories, and I think that's what acting is mainly to me. I always find it's a way of storytelling and sharing something with an audience or a viewer, and it's like going on a journey together. And
hmm
I think that's really beautiful. It makes being able to act and make the audience or viewer feel something by what you're doing, I think is great. And I love that thrill of that, I think. And I always say to people, I can't imagine myself doing anything else, which I think is a big show of how much I want to do it. But
Yeah.
if I did want to do anything else, I think I'd love to go into ancient Egyptology, like the whole,
Right. Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's like the inner geek coming out in me. But yeah, I'd love to do that. So I might, on the sidelines, when the jobs aren't coming in, uh, take a course in that. But yeah, So I think that is why I want to go into acting. It's a very roundabout way of saying it, but
That's all right. Fair
yeah,
enough. That's all
yeah,
right. That's quite good. It helps I think a lot of when you've got that early age thing to develop as well, and to actually put it out there and continue that from an early age. I mean, I went
yeah,
into acting. I loved it at school. I did it. I was in
yeah,
school musicals. I was Drake
yeah.
the butler in
Oh,
Annie and
brilliant.
Annie. Which was
Pretty
my
well.
first taste of. I was always very self-conscious, and I hate myself and hate the way I look and feel and stuff. But that's the first time I went out on stage and I actually got wolf whistled, and I was like, oh!
Oh, oh.
I almost corpsed and froze on stage. I was like, oh my god, that was for me. It's like,
Stay on here. You have to drag me off. But,
it was the tuxedo, I think. That was all.
lovely. Yeah.
But yeah, and stuff like and obviously, you carried it on A levels and things like that. I was actually going to speak to you because you've got Lambda as well. Because I was invited at one stage to take Lambda, but it was the direction my parents decided wasn't the right direction for me at the time.
Well, they may have been sensible parents.
Yes, because
the
99% of actors are pretty much unemployed at the moment, so it's a very tough business.
Good. In statistics, my parents, I think actually my parents would agree, because my brother's a musician and a songwriter, and he's into music production as well, but he loves music. And I think my parents are like, why couldn't you choose real careers, you kids? Like, why couldn't you be a doctor or a lawyer? But no, we decided to make it difficult for them, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Family of the arts.
It is, isn't it? I know, but my parents, they're not actors or anything. And I mean, my dad loves art and everything, but yeah, I don't know where it came from. So I must be insane. I must be like something's in me that's insane. But yeah.
Well, no, we need performers. We need actors. You see, that's why. So
we do. Yeah. Good. I'm
exactly.
going to keep that.
But I mean, to be fair, with the Lambda ones, you did distinctions on both of them as well. So that's pretty impressive.
Thanks. We got offered it in sixth form, actually, in my first year of sixth form. I went to school in Lincolnshire, and I went to this school called Spalding High School, and it was an all-girls school. And yeah, we got offered the opportunity to do Lambda, and there's only a few of us who wanted to do it because I don't think we really knew what it was. And I remember wanting to do it straight away because it was about acting. I thought, amazing, I'll do anything I can. And I got put with a mentor called Ian Mann, who is incredible. He's probably going to be really embarrassed that I'm mentioning him, but he is this incredible actor, and he was so patient and so wise. And he helped me a lot through like dealing with getting into the real industry, like realizing how strange the industry is. But yeah, I managed to get a distinction in grades 7 and 8, which was a great feeling because I thought, actually, maybe I'm pretty good at this. I don't know, maybe I can do this. And then I went on to do the National Youth Theatre in the summer of 2012, which I would encourage any young person to do. It was the best 2 weeks of my life. We went to Manchester, Salford, to perform this huge outdoor piece called Flood, and there was about 300 of us.
Wow.
And it was amazing. I met friends I'm still in contact with today. I'm actually meeting one later this afternoon, and it's so great because you see each other and everyone's doing so many different things now. And it's like what I always like to keep in touch with people I went to drama school with as well, because you never know where everyone's going to end up.
Yeah.
And you just never know how someone could help you or just be a shoulder to lean on, because it's such a small community acting in the industry. And to be able to have other people turn to is a lifeline. Like, you need that, I think, for people to understand that as well. Like, for anyone who didn't go to drama school, it's very difficult to get across what it was like. I went to the Arts Educational School in London, and it was the best 3 years of my life. I met amazing friends, but for only having 26 of us in the whole year, that is a very small amount. So you go through blood, sweat, and tears all together, and you see each other every day. And there were arguments, there were romances, there were falling out, but they went through everything together. Yeah. But I wouldn't change a thing about that. So yeah, I'm going to stop rambling on that now.
That's fine. That's pretty cool. It sounds very like, yeah, you're right. It's without sort of going to an environment where it is such close knit, it is difficult for someone else to understand. I went to university myself in Lampeter in mid Wales, and it wasn't a massive university, but I think there's about 400 in our year, in the whole year. No matter. So I know, 20 years on. So that was a cough because I'm just
Cold coming.
that cold's coming. Yeah, I'm not saying because it just depresses me when I realise actually how long ago it was now. But we're really still close knit because
Yeah,
it was that small unit of
right. Yeah,
people, and you had the romances, you falling out, you had your eating kebabs and drinking beer at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and
yeah.
then in the halls, and
Classic house.
everyone just gathered together. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, I've got some stories about house parties, but we won't tell you on this one. I'll tell you after the interview,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't want to do any damage. Excellent. I mean, you've also as well. You told me that you write for Spotlight UK magazine as well, and that's a pretty prestigious thing to be doing.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I loved English in school. I loved
Hmm.
English literature and writing and English language classes. And I think if I didn't go into acting, like if acting didn't exist, I would love to have followed a career into English literature or publishing, for example, or something.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I still like to write. I still like to write my own projects. I mean, I think that's a key thing as an actor, that when jobs aren't coming in, I think any
Hmm.
actor will tell you that it's always best to write your own
Yeah.
material as well, because you know yourself better than anyone. So it's always good to write for what you can
Yeah.
do. So I went to LA the end of November last year to perform in the LA Drama UK Showcase.
Hmm.
It's for actors who are American or actors who hold a US and UK citizenship.
Right.
So I performed out there, and I got signed by an agency. And then in January, I decided to move out to LA
Hmm.
on my own, and I was terrified. But I remember thinking out there after a couple of months of finally getting settled in, I was just like, I don't. It's difficult for the transition between London and LA because they're both so different.
Hmm.
And for an actress out there who I did have good friends out there, but you do feel alone because it's such a big city.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, well, I'd love to be able to write my experiences for someone else who I know would love to come to LA as well and do what I'm doing.
Hmm.
So I thought, you know what, let me contact Spotlight because that's where everyone is, and see if they'd be interested. And I didn't know what they. I think they'd be like, "Oh, go away, we don't want you." They were really interested, and I wrote my first article for them, and they loved it, and it got great feedback. And so now the editors were like, "Yeah, do you want to write for us professionally on experiences and
Hmm.
doing interviews with renowned actors or casting directors or directors in the industry?" And yeah, I've been doing that. So my last interview was with the incredibly talented and intelligent Michael Attenborough.
Wow. Hmm.
He is such a lovely and charming gentleman.
Hmm.
And I mean, we spoke for 2 hours straight just on Shakespeare alone. And I mean, that is, to me, that's like my heaven. Like, I can talk about Shakespeare for like ages.
Yeah.
But he was, oh my goodness, I was just like hooked on every word he was saying. And I was so interested in his life. And when he talked about
Hmm.
his father as well, and his two sons, who are a great actor and a great director. And yeah, it's very old school,
Yeah.
which I love. I love that acting way. So yeah, that should be published in a couple more weeks. And then I also interviewed Ben Lloyd Holmes, the writer
Hmm.
and actor in Knights of the Damned,
Yeah.
which I finished filming about a month ago,
Hmm.
on his experiences as an actor and writer and keeping busy in the industry, and that should be out soon as well. So yeah, it was nice to get two very contrasting interviews lined up very close together.
Hmm.
So yeah, it should be interesting to read.
Fantastic. That's actually is really really good. Especially because I think you've got two passions there now. Obviously, you're writing as well,
Yeah,
and to meet people, which I can say wholeheartedly, meet people who you actually respect and stuff, and talk to them and
it is.
interview them as
Yeah,
well. It's just something that is just indescribable feeling that of satisfaction and
yeah.
makes you feel, I don't know. It's a hard word to describe, but yeah.
No, it is exactly. It really is. I am. It is. And it's so like going back to the close knit community thing.
Mm,
It helps out in so many different ways because I honestly, there's been times in LA where I've been like, okay, what would I want to read as an actor, or who would I want to hear from? And yeah, it's incredible to be able to call upon friends who are doing well, and you know that other people would love to hear from them as well. Like I was bigging up my friend. I'm gonna big him up again now. He's gonna love this. He's gonna hear this and be like, "Oh yeah, she's doing it." Nick Gomez. Yes, you're
Yeah.
welcome. Um, and but him being in The Walking Dead and everything. I mean, when I wrote about him, people were going crazy for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, to be able to call upon people who are doing great, and it just helps you out as well. So yeah, it's a win-win situation when you have good friends to call upon. So
Definitely, definitely. And that's if, for me personally, it's helped me because it's got me kick. I mean, with
oh,
you know,
sure. Yeah.
you know, from my point of view as well. I've been doing this about a year now, and it's great because the people you make contacts as well. So when you do go out, you reach out like yourself with Michael Attenborough. That's a hell of a contact to make, and you know, to be fair, you know, so you go out there. If you do make those contacts, in my experience, in my case, it's actually landed me my first acting roles as well,
amazing.
which were you know, which is. For me, it's great because it's a dream
Yeah,
of mine.
huge.
Like I'm 41 this December, and it's like, you know, I've been dreaming this since I was a kid.
That's amazing.
So you know, so it's helped. You know, it's opened doors for me just being able to go out and meet people, and you know, you are right because it's a tight knit industry, so everyone knows. And I can go to Comic Cons now, and some of the guys who I've met, they'll be like, "Hey, Chris, how you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, look at that! All you people, they know me." Yeah.
That's always great. Yeah, getting first name terms with them.
Oh, it's just like they're talking to me, guys.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know. That sounds so conceited, but it's a nice feeling.
It's fine. Big it up. You got a few minutes. Keep going.
Yeah. So excellent. Are there any kind of role models, and obviously from the interviewing you've done, any role models that who have inspired you or do inspire you now, acting wise or anything?
Okay, so I'm a big family girl. So like I come from an Italian family as well, so I think family is very prominent in my life.
Yeah.
Especially my mum and dad, they work so hard for what they've accomplished in their lives. And my dad was actually diagnosed with leukemia when I was little, and he luckily won his fight with it. And since then, all of us, my family and I, have been campaigning for and funding for leukemia research. And it's just that that willingness to keep going and to really remain strong in hard times that really inspires me. I mean, I had teachers at school who were always, you know, really encouraging when you felt completely alone and down, when you didn't get that role you wanted and you thought it was the end of the world. But you just got to keep going. I think that's what I've learned the most from talking to people and being inspired, I think.
Lovely. I mean, first of all, happy to hear that your dad beat that.
Yeah, he's all good. He's all good. Yeah, very lucky. Yeah, he's all good. Yeah,
that's fantastic as well. But yeah, no, it's lovely to have that sort of inspiration as well, because it doesn't always have to be someone on the screen. Your family.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I've always said as well. I lost my dad 7 years ago now, and he was a minister of religion, the United Reformed Church. But I've always inspired. He was a great people person, and so that's my inspiration, because to be that sort of friendly and open and basically just accept everybody for who you are and what you do. And you know, my famous phrase is like, if I could have an ounce of what he had in his little finger, then it makes me a happy person. And that's
really happy. Yeah. That's lovely. That's beautiful. Yeah, it's so true.
It is. It's great. It's you know, those inspirations are great, and I think the family inspirations are the best ones you can have.
Yeah, they are.
All right. I mean, we've all touched on this as well about you're not just a screen actress, you're a stage actress as well. So which do you prefer? And I get a lot of different answers. Most of them seem to be very similar,
really? But okay, I'll see if mine's similar as well. But that's really difficult because they both have their positive sides, and they're both negative sides as well. But I think I get a certain buzz when I know I'm going to perform on stage.
Yeah,
I think it's just a fact that you're so vulnerable in front of so many people, and it gives you that high that anything could happen. And even though you are in control, you're not at the same
Yeah.
time, because you can be like, oh no, sorry, I have to cut that, I didn't feel right or something.
Yeah.
With stage, like, no, you have to suck it up, you have to know your lines, you have to know your intentions, and you have to get out there and entertain people. And like I said earlier, it's an audience and actor interaction, and you have to both trust each other that you're going to go on this journey together
Hmm.
for the next 2 to 3 hours of exploring. And yeah, and I think I that's why I love going to the theatre, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, I did this my last show at Art Ed was The Two Gentlemen of Verona, and it was directed by Sir Trevor Nunn. And it was Shakespeare, so immediately I was in my element. But we
Hmm.
had a actual dog in the play, and this
Right.
poor little Labrador, bless him, he was just so old, and he just, like, I don't think he really knew what was going on half the time. But towards the end of the plays, he was just fed up. He did not want to be on stage anymore. Like, one of the plays, one of the shows, he just didn't leave the stage when he had to. He just didn't leave, so he
Right.
just stayed on stage the whole time. And like, we changed location of the scenes, and this dog was just there, and we just had to acknowledge it. Like, oh, okay, okay. Like, oh, it's travel. All right, okay, on its own. But
Oh.
yeah, so that's always, I like that though, because it makes it real. It's
Yeah.
not. It makes everything real. So
Hmm.
yeah, I enjoy hiccups. When an actor does a hiccup, I'm like, yes, it's good. Good, yeah.
Oh no, that's a good answer, and you're right. I mean, I say a lot of my stuff earlier on was stage anyway. Not that I did anything new, what you guys do, but it was I've played the Scottish tragedy. I did that for my A level with real swords as well, and
Oh,
Italy
love
ended up
it.
cutting our hands off.
Oh,
But we did it in university. I was one of the lords talking. Can't remember
Which
the
did
exact
you
scene.
prefer?
Sorry.
Which did you prefer? Did you prefer to be like fighting, or did you prefer to be a lord and just like
I actually
up?
preferred fighting.
Oh, you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
Get my hands dirty, get in there,
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but when we were lords, it was in front of the school, so we were performing it. It was an amateur performance for
right,
university, but for the local
right.
schools. So we were surrounded by about 300 school children, and I'll never forget this because there's two occasions. There's one where I had to play 7 characters in all the minor
Oh, yeah,
characters.
yeah.
So one of them was a lord, so I had a pipe, and we were
Hmm.
smoking from pipes. I don't smoke, and I've never smoked a pipe before.
Yeah,
And I was there delivering this really,
beautiful.
sincere and
Yes,
heartfelt
yeah.
dialogue with the person next to me about Macbeth, and I bit the pipe, and the tobacco just went and flew out on the floor. And
Oh
obviously,
no,
300 school kids, all teenagers, started sniggering and laughing. I
it
was
will do.
I
They'll find
delivered that.
it hilarious.
I completely delivered it, but with tears streaming down my eyes and my body convulsing from trying
Honestly,
not to
that is
laugh.
the worst feeling, when you're doing a scene and something makes you laugh and you cannot laugh. Oh my goodness, I'm getting like goosebumps because it's happened to me so many times. It's so annoying.
Yeah, the other one was I was the night watchman, and I was sat on the edge of the
Right.
stage in my night dress, in the night long
Right.
nightgown, and completely not realizing that the way I was sat.
Oh
Thankfully,
no.
I didn't have,
No.
I had things on. I
You're
had a
good.
pair of shorts underneath, thank goodness. But yeah, again, it was everyone was laughing their heads off and giggling and chuckling because I was
Yeah.
just sat and you could see right up.
Oh yeah,
And it
school
was one
kids
of
are
those.
like,
They told me
yeah.
afterwards and I nearly died. I was like, oh no.
Oh yeah. It doesn't matter what you say either. You could be delivering the best piece of acting that's ever happened in the world, but
Yeah.
because something's happened, it'll be distracted by it. So
Oh yeah, everyone will be focused on that, so
yeah,
they won't listen to it.
yeah,
Oh no, I did. I thought I delivered that really well as the Night Watchman as well. I was really sincere, and I was like, the sarcastic and the
yeah,
joking in there and everything,
yeah.
but nothing because they were all staring right up the sky.
That things like that and animals on stage will never beat. Yeah, will always become more prominent than any piece of acting ever. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh god,
So.
yeah. I was a pantomime dame at one stage as well, and I've got to say
Oh,
that's the most funniest, best. I don't know whether I can say it on a podcast because
yes.
back in university days, backwards in the late 90s, mid 90s, the politically incorrect scene was fine, and it's university, so it doesn't matter who you are, you'll get on, and
Yeah.
yeah. For example, you're right because theatre every night's different depending on the audience. So the one I remember just
Right.
sitting there was a guy friend of mine, dear friend of mine, and he's gay, and he's so funny because he sat in the front row, and I told him I'm going to aim for you, and so I did. And came out there, excuse me, and we just sat on his lap. Came out, just like I was Dame Trot, my fellow was Mother Hubbard, so we were like, oh. God. They sang out, and I just came and just flopped onto his lap and was like, "Oh, sister dear, I think I've come over a little queer," and it was just,
brilliant.
And it was, just that kind of,
so
everyone just fell about because it was everyone. We were all friends. Everyone knew each other, and we were crying with laughter with it. It was just, it was amazing times, and I do feel, and I do have that sort of feeling as well for the theatre, in the fact that it's much more close knit, and you've got the relationship with an audience much more than, I say, when I did my first filming a couple of weeks ago, it was 12 hours on set for about an hour and a half of filming.
Yeah, I believe it.
And you are just over and over and over again, just the same thing, and it's not personal. It's much, much different.
Yeah, and it's the first time you probably would have met everyone, whereas in theatre you've created this relationship with everyone for like 3 months normally before you even go on stage. But
exactly,
with TV, you're like, there's everyone, do your thing, go. But so very different. Very different.
It is, yeah. You build up that friendship and that atmosphere when you're in theatre, from rehearsals Talking about that, then being thrown into a set, you mentioned it before, Knights of the Damned.
I have,
where you did some filming with that with Ross Hennessy, Kate Davies, who's a friend of mine as well. How was that? That looks to be an epic film, to be honest.
It will be. I know, like, Ben he's a great writer, and the script when I first read it, I was like, this is going to be interesting because there's so many parts to it that you just it will be epic, like, to see on screen. It's honestly, the word epic will probably sum it up great. I mean, I was only on set for one day. My scene's quite in the big, it's one of the first initial scenes. And like you said about combat, there wasn't, I can't give much away, but my scene did involve a little bit of combat. I mean, I wish I threw a little bit.
Don't talk about too much, though.
I won't. But it was so much fun, and I was watching the fight scenes with the other actors and everything as well, and they had all these long swords and rapiers and daggers, and I was just like, oh, I really want to get involved. I was like, I want to be in there. But it's going to be a really, really great film. It's like very Game of Thrones-esque, but some Walking Dead in there, and it's like mythical. It's just, it's got something for everyone, I think, which is great as well. It's going to be very epic.
Excellent. I know I keep seeing Ross and Kate. They keep sharing photos all over, back scenes, and it's just like, wow, that just looks so awesome. Yeah,
I saw Ross in his costume as well, like straight away early on when I was getting my makeup done and everything.
Yeah.
And they were like him and Ben and all the other male actors who were dressing up as knights and everything. They were like children again. It was like they were so excited to wear these knights costumes and have these swords and shields. It's like little boys with toys. But it'll be great to see on screen. Yeah.
Excellent. I was going to say that, just moving on now. I've completely lost where I was there. Obviously, you mentioned there qualified for the fight combats as well. That's something that I've noticed you qualified in as well, because that's something which is very, you need to be in towards, obviously, for some roles as well. So what's involved in that?
Yeah, so so obviously Art said we were required to take stage combat lessons, and at first I was a little bit nervous. I was like, oh god, no, stage combat, like, fighting's for boys. No, I can't do that. But that is a load of rubbish, because us girls were probably better than the boys. They'll probably hate me for saying that. But it was so much fun. We had stage combat lessons once or twice a week, and it ranged from one-on-one physical contact to like hands on hands, to like long swords again, as I was saying, rapier and daggers, gun, like obviously not real gun, fake guns, and then we were examined on the on a routine we did, and we did it within a scene, And so yeah, I qualified for the BADC stage combat exam, and yeah, it's honestly, I thought a lot of schools actually did it, but it turns out a lot of schools don't actually offer that
Right.
um, lessons and for the
Hmm.
exam. So if anyone has the opportunity to do it, I would definitely say do it because it is so much fun, and it comes up in a lot of jobs more than you would expect as well.
Yeah.
And even if it doesn't, I mean, a casting director sees it on a resume or something, he'll be like, "Oh, that's interesting." I mean, I spoke to a
Mm.
couple of friends who are agents, and they keep telling me to like push it, push it, push it because it's very rare for especially girls to have it. So
Yeah.
especially with nowadays that girls are taking over the more
The action roles.
acting dominant roles. So yeah, it's a great thing to have now. Yeah, and it's so much fun. Like, well, how often do you get to fight like for a job? So
Well, yeah, very, very true.
yeah.
And not get told off for it.
I'm not a violent person though. I'm just gonna put that out there. I sound really violent. I'm really not. No.
Oh, dear. I wish I'd known you earlier now because I know Adrian Paul from Highlander, the TV show, which was in the 90s. He's just done. I talked to him, and he's literally just done this summer a sword play weekend because he's a
Oh,
master
right,
swordsman, and he was in the
right.
UK doing it in London.
Oh,
And it was a
amazing.
whole weekend where you could go and actually learn. It's very similar to the
Oh,
BADC,
cool. Yeah.
but he would teach you sword play, how to use it in film and acting, and all of that as well. So if I'd known you then, I would have passed you the details.
Oh, it's all right. I'll go next year, but that is like incredible for especially with Outlander and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, definitely. So that would have come. I would have loved to have gone at myself, but
yeah. Next,
working in IT,
next
you
year.
don't get a chance.
I know you're busy interviewing all us.
Oh no, yeah, this is the thing,
We're to blame. To
Yeah,
blame.
you guys are to blame, and I wouldn't change that for the world.
Oh.
Oh dear. Okay, excellent. So if there's kind of one actor or actress or even a director that you'd love to work with, who would it be and why?
Oh God. I really love Kate Winslet. I
Hmm.
think she's incredible. I think she's amazing to be able. That I love her for the fact that she's not afraid to be dirty and be
Hmm.
raw and be gritty and not afraid to not wearing your makeup on screen. I
Yeah.
know that sounds so silly, but especially in this generation, especially since like social media has come about, that there's a stigma that girls have to, look pretty and everything.
Hmm.
And I've definitely found that in LA and the UK, there's a difference between LA. Honestly, the women and the men are beautiful. Like, oh my God, I felt so insignificant going over there. But they're so
Well, you shouldn't. I'll
incredible.
just throw that in.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
thank you.
Sorry,
But
that's not a hit,
they,
but
yeah. Whereas I felt with the UK, it's actors have this drive and this raw talent to be able to be like, this is who I am. Take me for who
Mhm.
I am. And that's what I find with Kate Winslet, especially The Reader. That's one of my favorite films of hers.
Yeah.
So that's a great example, I think, of magical acting. And I love Jessica Lange as well. She's such a strong actress, especially in American Horror Story. I don't know if you watched that.
Mhm.
She's like awe-inspiring in that. And I think honestly, I'd love to be able to go back a few years and be able to work with Marlon Brando or
Oh yeah.
something. I'd love to work with him. Yeah, and he's also ridiculously good looking when he was in his prime. So that would help. But yeah, I think honestly, sometimes I think I was born in the wrong generation and the wrong time period because I'd love to be able to go back to like the 40s and the 50s and
Mhm.
work with such greats like that. But yes, we'll have to create that myself now, I guess.
Yeah,
So
again, it's not. I'm not being creepy. You've got a classic sort of look of beauty
yeah,
around you, like the old sort of that sort of style in the. I can't remember the name of the person now, but yeah,
yeah.
you got that kind of look about you. So yeah,
Oh,
you just kind of suit those roles, I
well,
think.
that's good. I'll have to get you. I have to like write a recommendation, like give it in when I'm in auditions. I'll be like, well, you know what, Chris said this,
Yeah,
so
I know. Yeah, and
so you have to
and
speak in the
I'm
role
just
now.
and I'm just totally important. So. Oh dear. But yeah, no, you're right. Marlon Brando, I think he's just one of the horror.
Oh,
He's
just amazing. Like, I love The Godfather. I know The Godfather was like, oh, Marlon Brando's so typical, but The Godfather, just great. Just such a great film.
It was,
So,
yeah. I used to do an impression of him one long time ago doing that as well. I was going,
are
you
you going
mercy.
to?
No, I'm not going to do it. I'll try, but I don't think I can. I
You
stuff.
did. I ruined it.
I know, yeah.
Cotton buds. Doesn't he
Yeah,
got
cotton buds in the
yeah.
mouth, and it's like, it's like, you're messing with me. You're messing with the family, capiche?
Not bad. Not bad.
But I haven't got the cotton buds in my mouth.
Not bad though.
No, I've moved on to more Goofy and Donald Duck impressions lately. So yeah, the serious ones of like Marlon Brando have gone, and you're not going to hear them. People have heard them far too many times.
Maybe after the interview, you could slide it in. So
yeah, I've got a cold. It's hard to do the voice. Although I've been singing in them. Have you heard of Smule? A little app,
yeah.
A little karaoke. I've been doing that, and I've been singing in Bare Necessities as Goofy.
Oh my goodness! Yes. Yes. Yeah. Sounds like a great night.
See, when I'm unemployed, this is boredom. This is what I do. I sit on Smule and just decide, I'll just open a duet as Goofy.
If anything, though, you're just building your resume up. So there we go.
Yeah, that's true.
There we go.
I can download them all and record them and say, look, I can do impressions. Yeah.
A voice reel. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not brilliant, but there you go. Exactly, yeah. I've tried.
Exactly. That's all you can ask. So
yeah.
There we go.
Oh, dear. Have you got anything on the horizon at the moment as well? I mean, I know that you've had Universe of Gods, which seems very interesting. What can we talk about that?
It is. So Universe of Gods is actually a sci-fi series in the making. It is based on a German sci-fi novel by Maria Hossoff, and she's this brilliant German novelist, and she wrote Universe of Gods a few years ago, and she's written 2 books now, but the publishing company that she's working with have actually commissioned her for 4 more books without I mean, she has ideas for the others, but she's so great, they know they can trust her to be able to create more amazing storylines. And she's brilliant. I've met her the once, and I met her over Skype as well. And she's so humble as well. She's a lovely, lovely person. So I got cast as Panima, who is one of the lead villainous females, which is always good because I'm playing a villain. And I'm playing a villain. So I'm playing Panima, and she basically, Panima's role in Universe of Gods, her one true aim is to kill Mara, the young female lead, in order to be able to become free and live a life in the universe.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can't really blame her for being, villainous. She wants to have a great life, but
fair enough.
we'll see, But yeah, so I'm playing the villain role, and I'm flying out on Monday to Spain, to Malaga, to start filming.
Nice.
Which will be amazing. But I'm only there. Well, I think filming's so tight, I'm not going to be able to see Spain, unfortunately, as much as I wanted to. But I can't really because I do. So yeah, I'm very excited to start getting up on that. And then I think that we're actually doing a tour in November, like book signings and autograph signings of goodies we have and memorabilia and stuff. So yeah, it'll be pretty interesting to see how it goes.
Fantastic. That sounds another great one. You come across, you say, I'm not violent, but you're playing a villainess. You love swordplay.
No, it's not created a good thing, is it? Like, people don't know me. They're going to be like, oh, stay away from her. But no, it's literally, honestly, that's so typical. Like, the stereotypical roles I get given are normally like villainous, bitchy, like mean girl, or like really young, like Nickelodeon age. And like people meet, like even my friends, like when they've seen some of my material, they text me, they're like, you were horrible in that. Like, why are you so mean? And I'm like, I don't know, I'm sorry. And like, if you knew me, well, they do know me, but if you knew me, like you're getting to know me now, like I'm not a mean person. I'm actually very.
No, you're not.
So I don't know. It must be that inner meanness wanting to come out. It never does. So just all let loose, I guess. So yeah,
it's the repression. It's the repressed side of you. Well, it's great. I'll tell you off air what my character was as well, because I don't want people to know, because wasn't a nice character to be. I didn't know, and I didn't read the script fully either until I got there, because I didn't realise there was in another scene until I got there, and I was like, and I read the script, I was like, oh god. So yeah, I'll tell you off.
Well, I've got to do that. Oh no.
But yeah, no, that's crack. I mean, to play a villainess, though, the lead villainess, that's gotta be a really awesome thing.
Yeah, I cannot wait to be able to like share pictures and stuff. I haven't even seen my costume yet. I'll see it on Monday.
Right.
But very excited. So and it's kind of set in like a Divergent-esque kind of time, I guess. So I'm very, very excited to see this. Yeah, I'll have to send you some pictures along.
yeah, send them over. It'd be cool. Yeah, have some backstage pictures. Would be great. So, do you have any stories in that of jokes and fun that you've had? Because I mean, you are a very fun person, from what I've gathered in talking to you. So there's got to be some sort of.
Well, I mean, I have. Oh gosh, well, I have a very good story. I mean, I'm the only one who probably wouldn't find it very funny, but now looking back, it is quite funny. Okay. From drama school, and it's about the story where I broke my foot at drama school. And I've never broken a bone in my body until 2012, and I was put with a classmate, and we're good friends, everything, but we were doing physical practice combat lessons, and the first time we were put together, she actually fainted.
Right.
So we thought, oh, well, that's weird. And then we got put together again, and then it resulted in me breaking my foot. So I think the moral of the story is not to put us together. But anyway, we were doing this physical practice, non-physical touching combat. And we were doing this routine, we were practicing all day. And we had to be these animals. And I think Laura was like a cobra or something, and I was a jaguar, and we were doing this high kicks and everything, and we were practicing it fine, so fine. Then it got to showing the rest of the class, and we were doing this routine, and I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if she did the wrong move or I did the wrong move. Something happened, but I knew I was going to kick her in the face unless I fell on my foot. So instead of kicking her in the face, I decided to fall on my foot and snap 3 of my metatarsals in my right foot.
Oh no.
It was awful. And I remember just sitting on the floor, and I didn't cry, I just went, oh God, oh sugar, oh sugar. And we thought for the longest time it was just sprained, like it was just a sprained ankle or something. And so even my best friend was tickling it, and we were like, oh no, it just, it's fine. Then it turns out it was broken. So 2 surgeries later, metal in my foot, metal removed, 6 months on crutches.
Oh my gosh.
And, now a lovely scar. And I also limp slightly when it's a bit cold. So,
right.
Great. So now looking back, I mean, bless you, Laura. I'm sorry I'm going to say this, but I think looking back, I probably should have just kicked her in the face. Landing on my foot, but we laugh about it now. But that wasn't me being a villainous person. Actually, that shows how nice I am. I didn't kick someone in the face.
Yeah, you put yourself at injury in harm's way.
That's the show. I'm not a nasty person, everyone.
Yeah. No, that is quite sweet. You put yourself in harm's way and did your foot and done your foot in just so you didn't didn't hurt your friend.
No.
Fair enough. That's
I know.
It's quite a story to tell.
I know. It wasn't really that funny. I mean, looking back, it is quite funny now. But yes, that happened.
Yeah, I can imagine it wasn't funny for you at the time, though.
Yeah, no.
Excellent. Another question as well is you've the Princess Diana Award charity. Yes. Something to do with mentoring and encouraging young people. Something you're passionate about. So
I am. So I actually received the Princess Diana Award when I was 14. I was in my first short film called Wednesday's Child.
Okay.
And it was an internationally shown short film for anti-bullying and showing gun crime within today's generation. And it showed around schools, and I even had random people add me on Facebook and be like, oh, you're that girl Olivia from Wednesday's Child. And I was like, yeah, I am. But I mean, looking back now, I don't know what God, I look so young and like so cringeworthy. Do you know what I mean? And it's out there on the internet somewhere. I'm sure you'll find it if you really want to. But it's one of my proudest pieces that I was in, and
Yeah.
so from that I was nominated for the Princess Diana Award, and I was awarded the award at BAFTA actually as well,
Wow.
which is really cool. Yeah. And so what the Diana Award is a charity legacy to Diana, Princess of Wales,
Hmm.
and it's on the belief that young people have the power to change the world for the better.
Okay.
So we have the support of Prince William and Prince Harry, which is tremendous, and we have
Hmm.
a lot of well-known actors, such as Will Poulter, getting involved now, and a lot of singers. And so, yeah, the Diana Award aims to inspire and recognise social action in young people.
Hmm.
So, I mean, since 1999, we have 47,000 young people recognised with the Diana Award for making
Whoa.
outstanding difference in their communities. I know, isn't it amazing?
Yeah,
Like,
that's really cool.
so many people, and it's like going up every single day.
Yeah.
So it's just the legacy of wanting to positively transform the lives of others,
Hmm.
and in Princess Diana's legacy. And it's, yeah, I mean, when I was awarded it, I was very proud, and
Hmm.
since being awarded it, I've helped out public speeches with the former Prime Minister, and
Yeah.
been with helping out at events with members of the royal family,
Wow.
and I'm wanting to now take the award over to the US and
Hmm.
make it more prominent over there. And I think the US love anything to do with the royal family as
Yeah.
well. So as they
They might
hear
embrace that then.
they do. I love that. I love being a proud English girl over there, because they love to hear the accent, and then as soon as they know about the Diana Award, they want to know all about it, and it's great
Hmm.
to help young people as far as we can. So I definitely recommend people to go look at it, go research about it, because it offers a lot more than just being able to have the award. There's mentoring schemes, and there's schemes to help you with schooling, with getting a job after you finish school and everything. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
a great cause.
Fantastic, it really does, and I think legacy of, Diana's legacy was just that.
Well, yeah,
That's what she did, and William and Harry, love them to bits. They're great.
they're great.
It
Yeah.
is, they do embody. I've never met them. I've dined with Prince Andrew. Had breakfast. Yeah,
Really?
I've had breakfast with Prince
Oh,
Andrew for a week.
like, why'd you do that? How? Like,
I
how?
was in officer training corps at university.
Oh,
So yeah, basically did a diving course in Weymouth when he was a helicopter. He taught helicopter pilots
yeah,
down with the Royal Navy, and we were just in Bermuda shorts and stuff in the
yeah.
lift one day, just joking around. And there was a guy in the lift, and there was next to him with the ER written on his epaulets and stuff. And we were joking about them. As the lift went down, the joking stopped, and the sort of the
Yeah.
paleness came on our face. It was like, oh my god, that's Prince Andrew. It's like, and next thing he came down for breakfast
How
with us.
what do we do?
I was yeah, what do we do? What do we do? Do we salute? Do we bow? It was one of those, mix. But yeah, no, he
Yeah.
came down and had breakfast with us for the rest of the week then.
Oh, nice.
That was lovely, yeah. But I met the Queen there as well. She was lovely as well. And I did everything you're not supposed to do. Do not look her in the eye. Do not look down at her. But
I did.
yeah, I did.
Fair enough.
It's like, I'm so sorry. She was talking to me about my university degree, and because she is, again, they're very. You see them on TV, and they seem obviously so distant
of
and far.
course.
But when they
Yeah.
talk to you, and like you've obviously met them as well, there's a big difference in. They're just normal, and you can't help. You just completely forget where you are and who you are. So I was
You
just
do,
like,
you literally do,
looked
yeah.
her straight in the eye and was talking to her. So she was you, and I was like, everyone else was like, shut up. I was like, what? I was
I'm
like,
sorry.
sorry.
I'm sure she loved
sorry,
it though.
ma'am. Sorry,
She
ma'am.
loved that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, no, I mean, and to have Diana, and to be a champion of that yourself, being the winner, which is congratulations for that, for when you were one, and obviously bringing it to America as well. So that is such a huge thing, is
Yeah.
to see you championing that and bringing it across. And
Yeah,
40,
well, I
did you say
mean,
45 or 47,000 lives?
1,000, and it's still going. But people can be nominated. Young people can be nominated for it as
Hmm.
well. So I definitely recommend, if you know people out there who are doing great things for the community, or for individuals or anything like that, definitely look up the Darren Award, and it just makes a massive difference to people in their lives and for their futures. So yeah.
Excellent, thank you. That's make sure I try and pass that out as well.
Yeah.
That's been getting more information about that to everybody. Excellent. So, final question: is there anything you'd like to sort of say to people who are listening, or words of advice for aspiring actors?
Oh, okay. Um, I would say I know a lot of people have probably said this as well to them, but don't give up if you can genuinely not see yourself doing anything else.
Hmm.
Um, and if you feel like you're alone, you're not. You're genuinely not alone. I mean, I have had people contact me via Twitter since the Spotlight articles have come out, via LinkedIn, via Facebook, via Instagram, just asking me questions like about like pieces of what to audition for drama schools or something. And I mean, it's only like little things, and I love it when people do message me about it because it, like I said earlier, it creates that community, and everyone should help each other out as much as they can, because
Hmm.
I was that one person, didn't know what speech to do at drama school. Like, I didn't know what I was going to do with my life. um but yeah, having someone there to be able to talk to is great. And I would also say, like, you're on your path for a reason. Like, there's a couple of friends from drama school, we always say that whatever happens happens because it's meant to, and you're on your path for a reason. Like, don't compare yourself to other people. And
Hmm.
that is so easy to do, so easy, but just don't do it. Like, don't compare yourself, because whatever is going on in their lives, it may look amazing, but deep down something else might be happening that you're not sure about. And yeah, don't judge and don't compare. Just stay focused on you is the best thing I can say.
Thank you once again, Dominique. That was an absolute pleasure and delight to talk to you and find out more about you as a person and an actress. And please, everybody, keep an eye out for Dominique in the future, and look out for her on Knights of the Damned and also Universe of Gods. And please do check out the Princess Diana Charity Trust that Dominique mentioned there. What a worthwhile cause that is. Thank you all. This has been Chris Gordon, and this has been Hellblazer.biz. Goodbye.